Yeah, all right. Good.
Are you going on your YouTube?
Yeah, we're going on YouTube right now. Yeah, and I'll tell you guys when we're live. But yeah, swearing whoever you want to portray yourself as.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, now you got to put it down.
All right. So the thing is with YouTube, it's a couple seconds behind. So I just need to. There we go. Okay, gentlemen, welcome to Mik Winter Games. Thank you, everybody, for being on with us. We are now live on YouTube. Can we first get a cheers with everybody?
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Good luck to this process.
So again, we're going to just discuss the rules for everybody who's not on the call. We just chatted with all the boys about what's going to happen here. We are going to be asking a series of questions, and each question is going to lead to an elimination until there are 2 guys left, and then you guys are going to propose for a date. Again, this is our first ever one, and we are so glad that you are here and participating. But be yourselves, be fun. Yes, you can swear. Yes, you can do whatever you want. I mean, be respectful is the number one. And when you get kicked off, we do kindly ask you to leave the chat. But I promise it'll be worth it. And like we said, I know there's a lot of women out there watching who are going to be very excited, also looking for dudes. And we have the cream of the crop of Alberta here. So we are excited. We are now going to introduce ourselves. So I'm Alyssa.
I'm Steve.
And we know everything about love because we've been married for 6 months. So
we didn't practice that.
Steve and I met in a really just crazy way, and we wanted to bring this to Michaela as well. So I actually met Steve on a Christmas card. I was at a friend's party, and I saw a Christmas card on the fridge. We will send you the link after. And I just said, I don't know who this guy is, but I think I need to marry him. And 5 years later, we got married. So we met in a super unprecedented way, and we believe that as much as Tinder and technology is really cool, it also kind of sucks. And we know everybody's fucking tired of swiping left and right. So we came up with Mik Winter Games. And without further ado, we are going to announce our girl, Michaela.
So without further ado.
Hey.
Hello. I've been watching, just so you guys know.
Quietly with the screen off.
So this is Michaela. You guys have all probably creeped her on Instagram. You've probably seen all the pictures. That's why you applied. Michaela is amazing, and she's funny, and she's talented, and everything about her is great. So we really wanted to make sure that she finds a great guy, because that guy's going to have to party with us too.
Yeah.
Now we are going to go ahead and get started on the questions. If everybody is ready, if everyone's ready, just raise your glass. I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
I'm not really.
So first question, and this is going to be the veto question. Is anyone married, or is anyone married, or is someone married to you?
Yeah, you made it to this point, so we gotta ask this question.
Because you never know. Okay, we all made it. Great. Moving on. Michaela, this is the hard part. You get 1 veto and 1 elimination based on how these gentlemen showed up today.
So I think we should probably get some banter going.
Yeah,
let's ask some questions.
I was just going to say, I'm supposed to snip somebody right now?
Yeah.
I need to know things, I feel like, before I can cut anybody. I do think I have my first impression, though. I'm going to go with Barb's.
Barbs!
Oh, beauty!
Okay, that means, Barbs, is that you're going to make it to round 5 without being able to be eliminated.
You still have to participate in each round moving forward, which means you still have to shotgun your beer, which I know you're just devastated by.
Well, I hope you guys got your shotgun pants on, because I'm pretty damn good at it.
That's right. Okay, now we're going to ask a couple questions so we can figure out the first elimination. Again, this is no hard feelings. This is just who Michaela is feeling is going to be most compatible.
All right, so we got a couple things we can do here.
Okay.
Why don't we just ask a couple questions?
Yeah. What is we're going to ask everybody, and I'll go with everybody. What is the nastiest thing you've ever ate? Or the craziest thing you've ever ate? Go ahead, Devin. And I'm going to also ask to put yourselves on mute until we call your name.
The worst thing I ever ate was one of the ghost pepper challenges in Mexico when I lived there. Nobody told me how spicy it was. They're like, it's hot. No, 16-year-old kid moved down to Mexico. I like spicy food. No, puking for 3 days and blood and everything coming up. It was absolutely awful.
Blood.
That is the worst thing by far I've ever ate. You know, had to take days off of school. Was not an entertaining process in the slightest.
Okay, great job. Now, Paul, nastiest, weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Yeah, at a Filipino birthday party, they had just an array of food on the table, and I was kind of munching around and crunched through something. I was like, what is that? Like, I better ask someone, what the hell was that? Ended up being balut. I was like, balut? Okay, like, ask a couple more people because no one's telling me what it is. It's a baby duck, and the crunch was his tiny little beak. Felt so bad, but it was actually not that bad.
Okay,
Ugh.
great answer. Harrison, or do you like Harry? What do you prefer?
Call me whatever you want. Harrison's
All right.
good. Harrison's good.
But don't call you.
Hey?
Go ahead. Crazy thing you ever ate.
Worst thing I ever ate. I thought it was cooked beef in Asia, and it wasn't. It was raw. And I ate it, swallowed it, and then the guy came running up from the back kitchen telling me it was raw. And then I wasn't feeling good for like 3 days. It was pretty rough.
Which is about a year ago, like Wuhan.
No, fortunately, no.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty good. Cody, how about you? Craziest thing you've ever eaten?
Raw oysters for sure. They're awful.
What was that? Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're a little bit low. Your voice is a little low.
Come closer. Raw oysters for sure.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Ugh.
I hate them anyways. Absolutely.
Terrible texture.
Interesting texture.
Interesting texture. Matt, how about you? Craziest thing you've ever eaten?
I don't know if it's the craziest, but one of the most interesting is kangaroo and crocodile. When I was in Australia, they were definitely a little bit bizarre, but it was fun to do it.
Great.
Good stuff.
And Terrence, how about you?
Well, probably the grossest thing I've had was a fish eyeball.
Ooh.
On purpose?
Yeah, it was a dare.
And Davis.
It's the like initial crunch that gets you, and then it gushes, and yeah, it was not 100% good. Yeah,
that's gross. Davis, how about you? Nastiest thing you ever?
Yeah, I might have you guys all here. I gotta go back to Cusco, Peru, and guinea pig. It's a delicacy there. It's a delicacy there, and the locals there, I don't know what they did. They must have deep fried it. I had one bite, and it was like the skin was like rock hard. And we met some Hawaiian guys down there, and we bet the one guy to eat the head, and he did. Yeah, it was not pleasant. It was weird.
Totally.
Fucking gross.
And how about Justin?
I think it must have been down in Cabo, like $800 all-inclusive resort. Steakhouse on site, but for $800 all-inclusive, I don't think that was steak. It was a little too bristly. I don't think that came from a cow. So as a good Alberta boy, I think that gives me nightmares to this day.
Yeah, a 2-ounce steak probably wasn't beef.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, and again, Yeho.
You know what? It's easier just to call me Eugene.
Eugene, okay, I'm so sorry.
It's Eugenio. No?
That's right. Yes.
Eugenio. Okay, there she goes. Eugenio, that's not that hard.
There you go.
Eugenio.
Yeah.
Eugenio, what's the craziest thing you've ever eaten?
Well, like Paul said, I was actually at a Filipino like party as well, and I tried. But the thing is, as a kid, I actually remember liking it for some apparent reason. And so when they were telling me, because I was gathered, like surrounded by all these people, and they're like, "I got this, guys. I can eat this. This is no problem. I used to eat this as a kid." And I tried it, and I gagged. I puked it all out. I couldn't even. I don't know. I guess as your taste buds just change as you get older, right? So I can't do it either, unless the second thing probably would be like tongue. The texture of tongue is really weird, right? But But for me, I think it's the balut for sure.
Great. And we're not going to leave out Michaela. Michaela, what is the craziest thing you've ever eaten?
Okay. I wasn't expecting to answer this, but I'm happy to participate. Alyssa, it was when you made me eat a Cheeto out of the lamp shade. So it was like a lamp, and it was like there was some dust and some bugs, and she put a Cheeto in there and then oddsed me, and I ate it with the little black fly on it. That's
Yeah,
it.
okay, that's fucking
Fucking disgusting.
gross. Okay, anyways.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Guys, those are all great.
Well, no, you have to answer too.
Okay, my craziest thing I've ever eaten was probably rattlesnake. I actually didn't hate it. Wasn't my favorite, but how about you?
We were in China, in Shanghai for a layover, and I had this fucking duck egg or some shit in a bowl of soup and rotten duck egg. I've eaten a raw prairie oyster before too, but that was for money. And that wasn't that bad, but the duck egg by far was the worst rotten thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Definitely. Okay, Coops, it is the moment of truth.
Oh,
Who gets the
God.
first elimination? Just based off of, and again, this doesn't mean anything. It just means like, are you not vibing with?
It's so hard because I like don't know it. I feel like I'm vibing with everybody. So can I ask a question first? So Paul, it was a baby duck.
Yeah, I was a baby duck.
And it was in what?
It was just sitting on the table. Like they had like noodles and a bunch of different other foods, and like everything was so delicious up until that point. And then I just decided to try it, and then everyone was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like he ate it, and then ended up being a duck. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but just based off of how I feel, my initial reaction to that, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to eliminate you from this just due to the beak crunching and nothing else. Sorry. You didn't even say goodbye. You didn't even say goodbye.
Congratulations. Paul is honestly such a great guy.
Oh.
And any lady out there who's looking for someone like Paul, seriously, he's awesome. Go check him out.
Why do I feel bad?
I feel this is not
I
fun.
don't expect them all to be so great.
I guess
Okay.
he's an animal lover, so don't eat any baby animals, I guess, is the...
Okay, guys, we're on to round 2. There's now 9 of you. Round 2, we are doing the shotgun. So everybody grab your beer. The last person to finish your beer is the eliminated. So I'll let everybody get ready, and then I'll count down from 3.
How are we doing this? Like, should somebody have to like do something to say that they're done? Because are we going to be able to see everybody?
Hold your beer upside down.
Yeah, I will kind of. I can see everybody's screen, so I'll kind of just I'll look and I'll make sure to see who's the last.
So you said we can be creative with this, right?
Yes, you don't drink. Be creative.
So I'm kind of like on like a protein thing right now. So I have like a protein smoothie, and I actually practiced this. I actually had like a brain freeze 2 days ago. I couldn't even do it. So I'm hoping I can do it this time. I kind of let this like settle for like 40 minutes so it could warm up.
Okay,
so
love it. We love
my smoothie
creativity. Okay, is everybody ready?
Can I do a tall can? It's bigger. I gotta do the
Yeah, you can do it.
there's a lot in mine.
But might take a little longer, but I should win still.
All right.
Confident.
A lot.
This is ready. Stevie's gonna do it with you guys. Okay, ready?
I'm not ready. Wait.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Gentlemen, start your engines in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm done.
What? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think I know.
Turn it up.
Okay, guys, that one was between Harrison and Justin, I think.
I also did a bigger can.
You did. I know. Okay.
You gotta get credit for that.
You gotta get credit. Okay.
Hey, but
Now,
it's a light beer, Harrison. That's only 4%.
guys, you know what? I couldn't see who that was. I thought I'd be able to, so I don't think it's fair to kick anybody off. Michaela, do you agree?
I was gonna say, I don't think this is a
I
fair
don't know
elimination.
why in my mind I was like, I can watch everybody, and I couldn't. So we are now going to then make a couple more eliminations in the next round.
Yeah, I'm also like not prepared to kick off Justin or Harrison yet. So I was panicked for a second. I was like, what, you guys?
I wouldn't be
And
ready to
Michaela
kick
does
me
get
off.
final say. All right. Round 3.
Round 3 already.
We are going to ask you guys, this is going to be a 2 elimination. We are going to ask you where you would take Michaela on your first date. Barbs, we're going to go ahead and start with you. Again, you do have veto till round 5, but we still need you to answer because if your answer is awful, I don't know.
Well, for the first date, I don't know. The best way to actually get to know somebody, I'd probably like to go for a good snowboarding trip since Michaela likes snowboarding, take her up to the hill. Because when you're riding up a hill, it's the best time you can actually talk to somebody and actually relate and actually get a good feel for who the person is, right? So that'd probably be my first choice, but it'd have to be a full day commitment, right?
We love that. I love that.
And Terrence.
Yeah, like typically, like what I would want to do would be basically just drinks, because that's usually where you get to see who the real person is. Because a little bit of liquid courage, once you get into somebody, like they usually kind of come out a little bit more, and you get to see who that true person is. I do agree with the snowboarding part because it's a full day commitment. But if things don't go well for that full day, you're pretty much stuck with that person for the full day. So I would agree with just drink straight up. And then after that, and then you go from there.
A couple of bowls of loudmouth soup will definitely let you know somebody real quick.
And Harrison.
All right. Well, I had snowboarding too, but I'm gonna have to pull an audible here because I don't want to jump on everybody's train. So I'm thinking picnic, somewhere in the mountains, then maybe hit the Nordic spa.
Oh,
That's a pretty big day. But like, I had snowboarding and picnic plan, but Barb's took my thunder though. So
Barbs.
Fucking Barbs.
Oh shoot.
So yeah, that's what I'd do.
Okay, we like that.
A day full of fun. You would not have a good time. So
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go to Justin.
It's a first date, right? Or any date.
First date.
I think you got to keep it like a bit lighter, like a bit more conversational. I'm thinking like mini golf, you know, a little competitive nature, see if that comes out, get to know the person, and then play a nice 18. I hear Okotoks has a great mini golf track, so I'm thinking there.
All right.
Love it.
Par 3 and party, baby.
Next, how about Devin? Where's your first date with Michaela?
All right, I think Michaela loves animals, so I think we should go out to like Banff, go horseback riding down like the main street, something like that, and then go out for a nice supper. Can't complain. And then you have the whole drive back to talk, communicate about it. So it's, again, a full day commitment, but it's also something different than snowboarding or something like that.
Love it. Cody, first date. Where are you taking Coops?
Hey, can you guys hear me this time?
We can hear you. We got you.
Okay, perfect. Country Drive and the Keg.
Ooh.
Have you been watching Alyssa's stories?
Yeah, duh.
Okay. Points, Cody.
And Max, how about you?
Well, thanks, Cody. I was going to take those points. I'm a big fan of doing something active or doing something out there. I thought snowboarding was a little too aggressive right away. So I was going to say, like, let's go to the wolf sanctuary or go somewhere, see some animals. And then I was going to say the Keg as well, because that's the first place you want to go when things open.
Love it. Eugenio, how about you?
Well, I love interaction. I love to learn about, about the person on the first date. Although I don't do that much. So I like to see the competitive side. So I do like the mini golf idea, but I think bowling would be fun too. I just feel like you can really get out of two in that, and then also be able to talk. But one thing I would potentially do afterwards as well, I would take her, and go to a city view, and I would grab my guitars out, and then we could actually sing together, and play guitar and sing together, and sing to each other. I think that would be very romantic.
You can literally see all the boys just like start drinking. They're like, fuck. And Davis, how about you? What's your first date?
You saved the absolute best for absolute last year. I get it. Pretty
Good call.
spontaneous guy, but seeing as restaurants are opening up again, I think I'd go to a nice premium casual restaurant, nothing too classy, nothing schwack. It's the Keg, Joey, somewhere like that where we can eat, have some drinks, and if we're talking more post-COVID, afterwards go to some kind of event. Ideally a Flames game, maybe a concert. These things are coming back. Don't worry. And then, obviously there'd be lots more drinking and fun at that point. And then afterwards, I think, if we're downtown, we kind of walk around, pop into some pubs, have more drinks, get to know each other, and likely end up at a dive bar, like, one night stands, shout out there. And that's where things would get nice and sloppy and fun, and we drink and just have fun. Go wild.
I love it. These all sound like great first dates. I think I would love to do all of them.
I was gonna say.
How about you, Michaela?
I was like, I think I'm gonna have to go on like 7 dates after this.
Okay, but now, we heard from the gentleman, all great dates. What we are going to do is we are now going to do an audience participation, and we're going to ask the audience what they think and who they think should be eliminated. And then Michaela, you are also going to do one. Now we're going to give the audience a little bit of time. So audience, send a comment on the YouTube live about who you think is awesome and who you think isn't a great fit for Michaela. And Michaela, you also think about it. Now, we also have a little issue where it looks like our Zoom call is going to time out pretty quick. If it does, just hop back onto the Zoom call and we'll start it up again, because it shouldn't have, but technology.
So just a reminder to the audience too, for your vote, you cannot vote for Barbs at this point. He is vetoed till round 5. So
we're going to give it about 3 minutes, and in that time, Michaela, who is your elimination, and give us an explanation.
I truly hate the eliminating process of this. This sucks. But I think it's an easy choice this round, unfortunately, because I hate bowling. Putting my fingers in, multiple holes at once, doesn't really do it for me. Also, I suck. So I'm sorry, Eugenio, but as much as I would love to sing with you at a city lookout, I absolutely will not be going bowling anytime soon. But thank you. You're muted.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. It was great still. So sorry, the bowling part there. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for saying bye.
And again, ladies, if anybody is finding some hotness there, give them a shout. So now we're going to jump onto the audience, and we are going to see what's going on. Steve, I'll pull it up.
I'm so nervous.
Okay, guys, we do have 118 watchers right now. Ooh, which is great. We also have...
I bet you I know 40 of those people.
Looks like no comments, which means, Michaela, I apologize.
Shut
but you are, in
up.
fact, going to have to pick the second elimination as well.
Really? Not one comment?
Well,
it's because you have to have a channel, not just an account.
Yeah, because I think because as soon as I heard bowling too, I was like, uh-oh. Okay, we'll ask another one.
All I heard was fingers in multiple holes. I'm not gonna lie.
What if she gets to call a friend?
Phone a friend.
Oh, that phone a friend that's a good option.
I like the phone a friend. Okay, we're gonna ask another question just to kind of get a little deeper into knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to ask?
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question here, and there's got to be a little bit of explanation behind it too. So it's 5 a.m. on Saturday. Are you just getting up, or are you just going to bed? Explain.
And you know what? I actually like just saying if you're getting up or going to bed. So no explanation, just like.
Wait, did you say 5 a.m.?
5 a.m. Saturday
on a normal Saturday?
Yeah.
Typical Saturday. Pre-COVID Saturday.
Ooh, wow. I could be in a lot of places.
Post-COVID, come on. Post-COVID.
Yeah.
Post-COVID, whatever.
Post-COVID. All right, let's start with Barbs. How about you?
Well, first question, sorry I missed out on that. Does it matter if I'm working the next day or not?
No.
Okay, if I have the day off, there's a good chance I'm probably just crawling into bed.
Fair enough.
Devin?
And that being said, I just like my beers, and you fire them up with a few of these fancy Red Bulls, and good company goes a long ways.
How about you, Devin?
I would just be getting up. And also the YouTube comments are turned off.
Cool,
That's
cool.
why I didn't get any comments.
Okay, great. Technology, my favorite.
Lay off. This is our show.
Oh, it's the group chat, not me.
Okay, Cody, how about you? And we are going to call a friend. I have a friend right now, one of Michaela's other best friends, who's going to pick this elimination.
Okay. Getting up.
Getting up. Okay, Matt?
I'd say getting up because I'd want to probably be out doing something earlier that day. And then Sunday, maybe the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrence?
Well, that depends on where I am. If I'm in Calgary, I probably would be going to bed. But that's mostly because I probably lost track of time and didn't realize it's 5 o'clock. And then if I'm back home, I'm probably getting woken up by my dad because I'm originally from Lloydminster, so grew up on a farm. So yeah, he typically wakes up at either 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and he'll drag me out of bed.
Davis?
Yeah, I'm definitely just going for a shudsy, just shutting her down. I did a lot the night before and shutting her down.
Harrison?
What time of year is this? Because that's a big difference for me.
Your choice.
Okay, let's say summer, so I'm just going to bed at 5 a.m.
Okay. And Justin?
I'd be lying if I said I was just going to bed at 5 a.m. I'm like a 1, 2 o'clock pass out kind of guy, You can't push the boundaries.